Chapter 5. I've Got Problems. The TV weatherman is pointing at a map. Tomorrow it's going to be raining in Hamburg, sunny in Frankfurt and Stuttgart, and raining in Dresden and Berlin. I'm stuck with Grandad again. I thought this was only going to be temporary while Mum took extra shifts, but she seems to be working them every night. Dad is always working, but I'm used to that. Grandad sighs like the rain is falling on him in his chair. I don't know why he watches the weather for any country. Since Grandma died, he hardly ever goes out to England, let alone Germany. I open my books. The trouble with not doing my homework yesterday evening is that the same question is staring at me now. Imagine you're a suffragette. Write an account of what it would be like if people did not have the right to vote. What would it feel like not to be heard or have a voice? What actions would you take so that people took notice of your opinion? Underneath there's a drawing of a woman running in front of a horse, and another chained to the railings outside the Houses of Parliament, and another in a prison cell. I look around the room. It's as dark as a prison in here, and I'm so hungry my stomach is rumbling. But Grandad hasn't heard because he's busy ripping up envelopes and bills into tiny pieces. He does it to everything that comes through the letterbox. Dad told me Grandad has always done it because he is scared people will find out his bank balance or how much his gas bill is, or they might use his identity like people do on the internet. But why would anyone want to steal the identity of someone who is 72 years old? I sneak a look through the gap in the curtains. The sun is shining on the grass between the branches of my tree on the roof of my house. I wish I was out there, but Grandad will go mad if I just get up and disappear. I could pretend I need the toilet. A pee wouldn't give me long enough. It'd have to be a number 2. That would give me 10 minutes. I could push it to 15 if I pretend I've got constipation like Aunt Sophie. I could run across the grass, take cover behind the tree, then bolt as fast as I can for my house. I'm so hungry that I'd grab anything from the cupboards, crisps, chocolate, yogurt, Rivita even, anything but tinned sausages. I'd stash it all in my bag, then grab Mum's iPad and run back before Grandad had a chance to notice I'd gone. I'd put the iPad between the covers of my book and pretend I was reading when I'd actually be watching police car chases on YouTube. I could do it. If I slide my chair back quietly, I could be... How is it going? What? I jump like I've been hit by an arrow. I said, how is it going? Grandad is standing right beside me, behind me. It's okay, Grandad, I say, but this page is blank. Yeah, it's because it's too dark, Grandad, I say. I can't see what I'm doing. But we can solve that. He bends down and flicks a switch on the wall. A side lamp flashes in my face. I cover my eyes. Sorry. Grandad directs the beam down to my book. There, he says. I am thinking this is better. He reaches across the table and picks up Of Mice and Men. He says, I have not seen this one. Is it any good? It's okay, I say, but it's better when someone else reads it out. Grandad chuckles. You are crafty, he says. I screw my eyes as he raps his knuckles on my head. Come on, he says. I will try to help you. Start here. It's okay, Grandad, I say. I can do it. But I know you have problems. Problems? Your mother said when she came over last night. She said she was telling you to behave at school, but you wouldn't listen. You locked yourself in your room. I didn't lock it, I just closed it. Grandad nods, but I'm not sure he believes me. It's true, Grandad. My door hasn't even got a lock. So what did she say? Oh, it was nothing, says Grandad. Just things like this, that you don't settle or do anything, and of course that you're having special lessons in school. But I don't actually need them, I say. And what does Mum know anyway? She's always too busy working at the factory. Nobody's got any time since Dad's business went bust and Grandma I stop myself. Grandad looks up at me. I think we both know the word I was going to say, but we've never spoken it since Grandma went. We never say the D word. We always say gone, like she has just gone to the shops for paper, or like she went to see Mrs. Danes next door. We don't say she never came back. Grandad looks at my book. Maybe we should just try, he says softly. I take a deep breath. Maybe I should at least have a go because he is making an effort to help. Grandad taps his finger on the first word and starts to read. The bunkhouse was a long rectangular building. Inside, the walls were whitewashed and the floor unpainted. His words come out slowly and loudly, but I'm not hearing them. Problems? Did Grandad really just say, I've got problems? Who's been talking about me? Mum, Dad, the teachers, the neighbours? Is that why Mrs. Flowers looks at me weird when I go past her gate? Is that why the woman in the chip shop counts my change out slowly? Is that what the teachers say about me when I walk past the staff room? Felix has got problems. Is that what I am? A problem child? My only problem is I can't sit still. It doesn't matter where I try to read. In English, in the library, in my bedroom, at Grandad's. You can put me in any room, anywhere in the whole world, but the problem is still there. In 3 walls there were small square windows, Grandad continues, and in the 4th a solid door with a wooden latch. Against the walls were 8 bunks. Grandad stops suddenly. Now you, he says, like I'm 5 years old. At least that's how old I feel. A 5-year-old with problems. I look at the next sentence. On the wall there were pegs on which hung broken harnesses. I say it once more in my head, then out loud. On the wall there, problems. I've got problems. I can't do it, I say. You can, says Grandad. You just have to. I said I can't do it. I push the book away and stand up. My brain's all wrong. What? Grandad chuckles. It's not funny, I yell. I turn and run into the hall. Grandad shouts, Felix, come back now. And then something else. But I'm too far down the garden path to hear.